Damn, but I remember when you took the 3 stamps by Family Dollar.
Yeah.
And you were warning me. You were warning me like, yo, I'm gonna take these things.
Isn't that some shit? Like,
and then I'm like, all right, man, fuck it, just go for it.
No,
like,
just pause with that one sentence. I mean, like you just said, you remember that time you took 3 stamps by the Family Dollar?
I mean,
how does that sound?
That's what happened.
Does that sound like some shit you say like before a job application or some shit like that? Like that?
But whatever. So yeah, and then I even tried to warn you, like, yo, dude, at least take one, and then like let us see how it rides. You were like, yo,
I just wanted somebody to give me permission, dog. I was just like, I'm.
You were trying to give me scientific facts or stats. And I probably like trying to like convince me to make me think like, yeah, the 3 stamps is all right, bro. Like you'll be fine. I'm like, yo, dude, I think you're not gonna be okay.
That was a terrible idea too, because it's like, yo, you had never taken that shit.
But I knew for a fact that if you took 3 at once, we'd be like, yo, I don't think you're gonna be all right. So that's why I warned you. I was like, yo, at least take one. But you're like, nah, fuck it. So I was like, all right, dog. Good luck, dog. So whatever. You go to my crib, and I remember the first funny movements.
On the way there, I was already tripping. I already started a little bit of tripping.
I couldn't realize it yet.
I did.
But whatever. When you got to my crib, and then when Beans picked us up, that's when I seen you already like looking in the mirror, but you were like moving funny and like I bet just acting funny.
Just acting like a
So I'm like, okay, this guy's like, yo. And then once we got to the whip, like when Bean scooped us up, yo, it was like, it's so hard to describe that day because it was just like so. It was you acting a way that you've never like.
Things were already taking a turn for the worse by the time we got to the whip.
Nah.
For me, it was. I was like,
yeah, because you got into a moving vehicle.
I think you guys were like going to the beach or some shit.
Nah, we were going to smoke a quarter.
Yeah, but like you wasn't there like a plan to go somewhere like to the beach or some shit? I was like, bruh, I am in no condition
to go to the beach. I think that might have actually saved you more. Like you would have been even more
at
okay.
the beach. Nah, like around a bunch of like people when you're tripping balls, that shit freaks you out.
With 3 stamps, I think at the beach, just chilling, looking at the waves. You don't think that would have been an amazing trip?
No.
No? Okay. I don't know. I wouldn't know. So
no.
But whatever. We got into the moving vehicle. And maybe that started like making you trip a little bit. So whatever, we used to smoke in Office, you remember? In the back of Office Depot?
Of course.
Yeah, we used to just call it Office.
Classic spot.
Classic spot, whatever. Dude, we're here rolling up a quarter with a fucking kid that's like 13. I think his name's Ant. He's way older now, but he was a fucking jit, being a badass kid. Like, he was one of those kids that you see in a fucking movie that's just a fucking fuck up. Yeah. And I fucks with Ant, but he's a fucking bad kid, so whatever. The man's a fuck up. Like you can just tell this man is not doing any good. Like, whatever.
He's a 40-year-old in a 13-year-old body.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, he was just like, yo, wilding out at a young age. It was me, you, Beans, Ant, and Robert. And bruh, we get a quarter, and I remember Robert is rolling up a fucking extendo. Like, he used to roll up the fucking tightest blunts on earth, dude.
Wait, wasn't there also like a cross joint or some shit? Was that there?
I'm not.
I remember the extendos, but was there a cross joint as well, or was it just the extendo?
I think it was just the extendo. It was.
I remember hitting the extendo.
No, you definitely did. That's part of the story. Hold up. So Robert's rolling up an extendo. Nobody asked him to, but fuck it, he's just doing it. Ant's like rolling up. This guy used to love smoking. This Ant used to get a quarter every day.
Every day.
This kid is 14. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Like, this kid's getting a quarter. Yo, he's doing whatever it takes to get this quarter every day. Steal a phone. Take someone's money. Get mom's money. And yo, Ant, I fuck with you. The podcast needs to know.
That's a lot for a 14-year-old, man.
Right? So whatever. Ask my guy too, but it's too funny like that.
I mean, the fact
dude,
his
mom,
age.
yo, we used to me and Beans used to pick him up all the time and smoke, and his mom would just pull up on us out of nowhere, bruh. Like out of nowhere, like on some heat shit, like some narc shit. Like, oh yeah, bring back my son, like in Spanish and shit. Get the fuck out of here. I swear to God, dog. And this kid is like, no, mom. Like, no. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, some shit like that, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yo, bad kid, dog.
Bro, the thing with the mom.
I'm not even lying, though, bro.
The mom.
Yo, she used to pull up out of nowhere, bro. But whatever, back to the story, dog. That's just a little description of Ant. So whatever, my man Rob probably rolled up an extendo. We got some blunts going in. We're smoking. And you start smoking the blunt, dog. I'm like, yo, fuck it. This guy is trying to do it all.
I remember there was a conversation about whether or not I should hit the blunt.
There was definitely that.
There was a conversation about that.
And it didn't go far, like very far.
I was very committed to hitting the blunt.
Which
I
you
felt
did.
like it was necessary.
So, and then I think right after you hit the blunt, you get a phone call from your dad.
Yeah, that's a bad one, right?
And that was one of the weirdest conversations I think a human has had with like another human. Cause like,
didn't I tell him?
It was just your demeanor and the way you were speaking was so off that like he had to know something.
I was like an alien or some shit, right?
Like he had to know. Like I think you were actually answering the questions right, and like whatever he was asking you, I think he was talking to you about your brother getting a PlayStation.
Oh.
Something to that degree. And then, like, I forgot exactly what you said, but you were just saying things in ways you would never say it. And I'm like, yo, this is what LSD does, dog? Like, I was so thrown off. So whatever. That's
exactly what it does, actually.
So we go through that stage, and then whatever. We're still rolling up blunts and shit. From what I remember, I think we wanted to go to a liquor store. You remember that liquor store that was by office?
How could I forget?
Dog, that was the dopest liquor store.
I wonder what would have happened if I drank.
Oh God, but whatever. We end up going there, and I think you end up seeing a car.
Oh man.
And bro,
that was.
I think you just fell back, bro, or like I don't know what happened, but Rob was like, "Oh shit!" Like something happened. I think you had fell.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah.
I fell back.
Yeah, you had fell.
Because I tried to run backwards.
Oh, I wasn't even there for the most part, but I remember just like hearing Rob like, "Yo, shit, I think something happened."
No, I fell backwards. I started, bro.
You didn't even have shoes on.
I think I was on I had taken them off. I was on some hippie shit. I was like communicating with people from other dimensions. I was on some other shit.
Then you got in the vehicle with me and Beans for like a quick second, and then you pulled like an exorcist move on us. Like you just screamed and then just dipped. And I was like, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Beans was like fucking terrified.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, like we were just, I can't believe that even happened.
I was in the middle. I felt really asphyxiated. I was like, yo, am I being kidnapped? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, like I didn't even
They were like, no, don't put him there because he might try to escape. I was like, what do you mean escape? Like,
eventually, you started just like floating toward Wild Park.
Define floating.
Like, I don't know what happened, but I
just went there.
You just went there, so I guess we just followed. And then you just started running in the field.
I remember that.
No, before that, we went to the basketball courts, and that's when we were just sitting there. And then, like, we were trying to have a conversation with you, and it was just so, like, I think we told you to rap, and then you rapped. Dude, I wish I would pay money to just have all that.
There was a recording.
Dude, oh my God.
There was a recording, but it went, no. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, but whatever. I think you maybe rapped for a couple seconds, and then you just said, like, who knows what you said. Then we took it to the field, and then that's when you started running. And then I will always remember this. I think we all had sat down. I think you were coming down from the high. I'm not even sure.
The Edgar thing?
Yeah, and then you had asked for Edgar, and then he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And then
I remember what I was thinking when that happened.
And then I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was like, no, man, he's not here, though, but all right. And then, yeah, that's all I remember. But sometimes I wish I could replay that, just to relive that.
I mean, I wish I knew the whole thing. Like, I wish it was like a TV show that just covered that.
Right, just to
like a documentary.
Like in fucking Black Mirror, we could just like, with our eyes, just go back to that part of our life and just.
I mean,
like,
I wish, but.
Would you redo that differently if you had the chance?
No, of course not.
So
No, that was one of the most important experiences of my life.
Yeah.
Because what happened to you, I mean, what it looks like from the outside is like, okay, this dude.
No, of course.
This dude took more than he should have taken. He couldn't hang.
I didn't even have a bad time.
He fell bad.
I was just worried for your own safety. Like, I didn't want anything bad to happen.
So was I, bro. I thought I was dead.
That's all I was worried about.
That was bro. I've never been more scared than that in my life, bro.
Yeah.
Never, not even when a crackhead stole my scooter when I was like 6. You know what I mean? Like, nothing is more scary than that.
Damn. That just sounds scary.
I was more scared than like my uncle when he got shot. I was more scared than a whole lot of. It was terrifying, dude.
Yeah, but that was one for the books, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that would always be.
It's a classic, bro.
That's a classic, dude. Like,
how old was I? I think I was probably about like 18 or 19 when that happened. That was before I went to college.
Was that senior year? Yeah.
No, that was, I think. Didn't we already graduate by that?
Probably. I'm not even sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, we did.
It was around there.
Yeah, we did. It was like a little after graduation.
It was a little bit after graduation.
I remember we chilled the next day.
Yeah, we did.
And we started playing basketball.
Yeah.
And then I felt like everything was totally fine.
I felt very weird the next couple days.
How would you even like describe how you felt?
The day, like after that?
Yeah, like when we were playing basketball. Like, obviously you were fine.
I was questioning like how much of this shit is real. Like, cause what I figured out is like,
I remember you were talking about lizards at once too.
Yeah, that was a weird trip. I remember cause everything became this, like what the universe was made of, or what these beings were made of. It was like some reptilian shit, and it's very difficult to describe. And it felt like some parts of the universe itself was like made up of this reptilian like stuff. It just looks very much like the skin of a reptile, but it's not really skin. It's very difficult to describe. It's a trip, dude. I definitely felt some shit communicating with me. I'm not saying that it was a real thing communicating with me, but I definitely felt like there was a real thing communicating with me. You know, like the experience felt that way. You know? And it was telling me, I'm going to kill you, basically. It didn't say that with words.
But like, you felt that.
Words were not necessary. But, yeah.
We're already after an hour. Wow, I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, we've covered this a few times already, I think.
What,
the acid trip, the glorious. Well, it's a pretty.
No, I mean,
it's hard to cover it.
We
man.
have one like not this actual podcast though. We have just us talking shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But not officially. But yeah, I think.
But it went down like that.
Yeah, it was.
That's exact. I mean, that's what happened.
I think we'll just leave it at there.
Yeah.
Hopefully you come in with some next topics, Ape, with some better ones.
I got you. I'll be ready.
I can't read LeBron James.
I'll have the list.
You gotta have the list ready, my man. You dig?
I dig.
And we're
done.
out. Peace out.
Peace.